So fam, this video is by WestJet, and he's about to explain the Sneako versus Andrew Tate beef that's apparently went nuclear. Anyway, I haven't really been keeping tabs on what's been happening with these two because I got a little bit of Andrew Tate fatigue, honestly. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it. Shout out to my cuz, because my cuz was actually like, yo, you ain't even react to this, cuz. I was like, you know what? You're right.
Massive day for the unemployed. Andrew Tate and Sneako are fighting. Anyway, what the hell happened? Well, it all started with Venezuela. Earlier this week, America whipping nay-nayed on Venezuela and kidnapped their, president who oddly looks like Dr. Disrespect. And Andrew Tate had this to say, the truth about Venezuela.
Venezuela. Take all their I'm against these long, prolonged boots on the ground, let's launder trillions, thousands of death, bullshit, wars, Afghanistan garbage. I'm against that. But I am for efficient imperialism. Send the Blackhawks, kidnap one guy, in and out, 45 minutes, get trillions.
After 10-7, you ridiculed Ben Shapiro for encouraging war from the safe comfort of a podcast studio, and today in Romania, you do the exact same. 100 innocent lives were already lost, with far more to come. Oil isn't extracted overnight. It's not too late to change your stance. Sneako basically told this guy to educate himself, and Andrew Tate wasn't having any of that.
So I want to explain to you, without an idealistic, I'm in New York, I make arty-farty stupid videos, someone who actually understands the world.
Dude, death by 1,000 cuts. He called Sneako's videos arty-farty.
I want to explain
Who even says that? What is arty-farty, bruh? Do people even say those words?
Okay, so what, I make arty-farty stupid videos. What do you put on a military helmet and wave guns around and say war's good? So I'm making videos that are trying to inspire people. You know, I'm putting effort into these videos, something nobody else is doing, right? Not
arty-farty stupid videos.
Dude, this is straight up the Grifter Olympics.
You wear a robe and then wave around guns in a helmet.
And Sneako would know one thing about waving around guns.
I don't take gambling deals. I could take a gambling deal. I could sign up there. I see him brag all the time. Oh, I made 300 million this year so far. I'm a billionaire. So why are you taking gambling deals after all this? Because that didn't really help me escape the matrix.
And that's also crazy to me because that's against his stance on gambling. He would always say that it's for idiots, it's stupid, like only fools do it. He would never stoop so low. Look at him. It's the same thing with the crypto. Andrew Tate always says one thing, does another, bro.
That didn't help me. Actually, that's why I became so stupid. I signed up for Duel. I thought I was going to escape the matrix and resist the slave mine, and instead I lost my mortgage on Duel.com using your gambling link.
Lover hates Sneako, he has a point. Gambling is haram, and at least Sneako is consistent.
Tristan Tate saying that Andrew shouldn't respond to me because I'm just going to use it to get talking points on my podcast. Tristan, I don't know. It's not really 2022 anymore. I don't know how much motion and how much pull you think it has the same way. It's not about clout from you guys. It's really about anti-war. It's about this issue.
Damn, bro. He whooped out the Google Trends. He basically said Andrew Tate fell off.
You guys are in Romania saying Venezuela. You guys are in Romania saying that we need to get involved and that we should steal everything from them. It's about protecting my country and not getting involved in foreign conflicts.
But that's all the Tates have really been good at doing, is talking about things and sensationalizing things, not actually really contributing, just putting a lot of noise in the air, really.
Guys, how many times have you stepped in America in the past several years?
Don't get me wrong, I'm a literal retard, but isn't it better to just swoop in and get something done in a day instead of spending years and years of tax dollars? Not to be mean, but what the f even is a Venezuela? I'm pretty sure their currency is worth less than RuneScape or World of Warcraft. We should be invading them. That's embarrassing. Andrew Tate rebutted. This wasn't a war. I am anti-war. This was choosing a leader by Black Hawk instead of election rigging to control resource. Welcome to planet Earth. This happens all day, every day. That's why you live in a nice, rich country. You just don't understand how the world works yet. Basically, Venezuela got a level 1 air defense and maxed out Dark Elixir. Why wouldn't you raid them?
And the miracle of all of this to me is that Sneako's crying his eyes out that we decided to depose the leader of a South American nation. As if we haven't deposed the leader of every South American nation since there's been elections, bruh. That's all we ever do. That's why you get to live in New York. In your big-ass building. But because we used a helicopter this time, he wants to cry about it, instead of election rigging and dollars, which is how we normally do things.
Funny because they're kind of on the same page.
I was about to say, it's like they're basically saying the same thing. Like, Tate is not necessarily wrong, but his viewpoints are inconsistent. That's the problem with Tate.
About war. They both believe that tax dollars could be spent elsewhere, like Somali take.
Forget this bullshit about law, about right and wrong.
Listen to what he just said. I know maybe we're going in circle, but he just said, forget about what's right and wrong.
And how exactly? And he was always a person who's talking about right. I'm fighting for right. I'm fighting for what's right. Now, conveniently, it's forget about right and wrong. Just how it was convenient for him to say losers matter as well after he became one of those two. Now, all of a sudden, it's okay to lose.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
When streamers go and click their stream deck for a little boom mid-speech, it's actually the corniest thing ever. I'm sorry.
Forget about right and wrong. This is how you...
Especially when you're talking like if it's comedic, cool. But if you're just replying to somebody and having a serious debate, you dropping bombs, pressing your thing. Actually, that's incorrect, sir.
Using your influence?
There is no right.
No,
and wrong.
No, there is. Actually, there is. Right and wrong. This isn't a controversial statement, and it's incredible that this is even a talking point. There is right and wrong. You're not supposed to submit to the powers that be.
Dude, the USA got level 10 dragons, and Venezuela has a level 1 air defense. Not even Inferno towers.
Tate is contradicting himself as well, because that means also then the UK must swoop in and just take him from his home and throw him in jail. With that same logic, bro.
What are they supposed to do?
I've heard his talking points over the years. He says, as a billionaire, I could be on a yacht, bunch of models, but I choose to be fighting the fight because I do what's right.
Exactly.
I could just off and be on a yacht and sleep with a bunch of women and be a degenerate, but I'm doing my podcast.
No, he is doing that. He's doing both. Tate is doing exactly that, bro.
To fight what's right and escape the matrix.
It's not a mystery that Andrew Tate is a grifter. Why did it take you till 2026 to figure it out?
Well, maybe because they're both in the same lane, and sometimes when somebody is a reflection of you, you can't see their mistakes.
No streets in love, I am so hard as good.
Buy more! Buy more! Buy more! Buy more!
He did crypto, bruh.
You are echoing the slave mind. You have now become the matrix. Someone needs to put a flash like Men in Black on his face.
I think that artsy fartsy stupid videos comment really hit Sneako hard.
Tate promoting gambling. Yeah, let's have a real conversation about that. I tweeted at Tate yesterday because after years of saying he didn't want to stream on Kick because they promote gambling, after years of Tristan saying that gambling and degeneracy and is ruining the West, Tate promotes
and they promote all of that
gambling website.
I mean, Andrew Tate's literal come up was through pornography, so why is it so shocking that he'd go ahead and start a gambling site or do crypto? He blocks anyone who criticizes his behavior. Tristan too. I'm literally blocked myself, and all I did was tweet this.
Because it's hopeless. Because nothing matters. We Americans here in Romania resist the slave mind and gamble your way out of it.
Albeit Sneako ain't the sharpest.
That's why he's crypto coin, daddy coin, or whatever. That's gonna help too for you to find yourself in eternal brokenness.
Well, in the shed. But he does seem more consistent on his messaging than Tate, so credit where it's due. Trump just ordered the murder of 80 innocent Christian civilians in Venezuela, and not one of the based Christian tradcons gives a single Dude, at this point, if they caught somebody like Pablo Escobar in 2026, one side of the political spectrum would be upset about it, and somehow it turned into a left-wing versus right-wing issue. Left-wing, right-wing doesn't matter. It's on the same bird. This seems kind of one-sided, though. All Tate did was call Sneako a dumbass and say he makes artsy-fartsy stupid videos, and Sneako's been popping off.
It's almost like your right hand fighting your left hand for your body. That's basically what it's like. It's like,
stupid videos.
I mean, Tate versus Sneako is just India versus Pakistan. So what did Tate even say about Venezuela? Let's keep watching.
Anyone with a brain knows Mexico and below is all one big Mexico. Just a bunch of f***ing Mexicans. I'm from Argentina. I'm from Colombia. I'm from Honduras. You're a bunch of Mexicans. America should take everyone while it's still capable. While there's a few white guys left. Because to the most competent. Send the Delta Force to take absolutely everybody's stuff. That's the way the world has always worked.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. If there's any Venezuelans watching, aren't you guys happy that
Wait, Tate, are you a white guy or black guy now? Are you also changing race? Like, which one's happening? Tate is conveniently black when he wants to be, conveniently white when he wants to be white. He just jumps across the spectrum. Then at sometimes he's Christian. Then he's next minute he's a Muslim. Like, hey, Tate just is a pure grifter, bro. Pure.
Disrespect got kicked out of power? Like, apparently he was rigging elections and stuff. Is this true? Does Sneako even know what he's talking about? I'm so confused.
Or don't you need Congress to agree to invade another country, them, and literally kidnap their president?
Well, it should be like that, yes.
Don't you need to vote on this? Isn't this something that people need to agree upon? Apparently not anymore. And a lot of people think this is really cool. They see the thing its base.
And if the same thing happens to Tate, he's going to be saying, oh, the Matrix, they can't do this, they can't do that. But cool, when it's Daddy Trump, it's nice. But if it happens to you, my boy, we'll never hear the end of it.
This movement in America, whenever brown people get, whether they're from Iraq, Afghanistan, there is a sense of national pride. Immediately, yeah, America!
I mean, fair play. The media machine does paint it as an us versus them mentality, and the sheer distance makes it harder to emphasize. Also, they got hella loot, bruh. I'm sorry, you gotta take that I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. War and military conflicts are terrible, and civilian deaths are tragedies, but I just don't care. I care about Ukraine because I have family there, and I don't expect you to care either. You know what I'm saying? If we all extended that much empathy to every global issue, we'd all be depressed. And the people that do claim to care mostly do it out of selfish reasons anyway, in order to look good or virtue signal, because I don't see anybody talking about Sudan, despite the atrocities committed there currently. I know for
There's just too many atrocities happening everywhere. That's the problem. We can't even keep up. It's like, I'm just trying to survive out here, man.
Fact that both of these dudes didn't even know who Dr. Disrespect over here was until the news cycle broke down, and they're sort of using it to capitalize for their own gain. If you're still watching Tate or Sneako in Big 26, you gotta be either a third worlder or mentally but unfortunately, we ran out of time.
Bro, I'm a third worlder. Well, technically, I'm reacting to them, so I am watching them. I watch Tate's fight, so I guess he's right. Me as a third worlder, in some shape or form, I'm watching him, but yeah.
For this video.
A third worlder, bro. Disrespect. That's disrespectful, bro. Oh. Anyway, look, this is my opinion on the thing. Look, Sneako's obviously in the right here. Like, there's supposed to be structure and formality to how things work. That's why there's things called democracy, and that's why there's a government, and that's why, you know, there's things in order and rules and regulations in place so that things run smoothly and you don't just kidnap people, and you can't just do things like that, you know. So of course, is like the variables. Okay, I get the president of Venezuela. He's also on some shit, bro. He's on another level. Look at him on some Dr. Doom disrespect vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for me, bro, it's like I get. It was like a convenient excuse to go fetch him. But at the same time, I think a lot of global laws were broken doing that. I mean, I'm not the world's most switched on about how these things work, of course, but I know for sure you cannot just go into another country and just take their president. Like, that's crazy, man. In any grounds, any sense, shape, or form, that's not going down, bro. Like, whether even if you feel like it was for the betterment of humankind or what, like, bro, there's you guys are the ones who said there's rules and there's laws, but you guys don't follow laws. It just shows that up there's no laws for people up there. The laws are only for us, bro. They're only to keep us in check. Once you go up the ladder, bro, laws become very fickle and thin. They start disappearing. There's loopholes. There's, oh, well, we have the power to do this, so we're just going to pretend like it's not wrong. It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tate is just he's somebody who's just stuck in his own little bubble, bro. That's all I can say. And he can't see outside of that bubble to a point where he doesn't realize that, bro, we can see you changing shape inside the bubble, bro. We can see that 1 minute you're saying this, next minute you say this. You say you're this, and then you turn out to be that. Like, Tate, nobody's listening to what you say and what you're saying and taking it seriously, bro. You know, at this point, it's looking like a clown show, bro. But hey, man, you rich and successful. I'm not, bro. I'm skinny. I'm not tall. I don't have a Bugatti. So who am I to say anything, bro? By Tate, same logic, right? So let me just shut up. All right, goodbye.